Hari Om. Welcome back to the session 267. So, to continue with that, I would like to answer two questions which were asked based on the previous episode, previous talk, right? And the question what are meant by blinkers, right? So, blinkers generally is the thing which is used to navigate the horse in one particular direction. So, you have that leather padding on either sides of the eyes of the horse, or it can be either of leather or a silicone material or metal, anything, right? So that navigates the horse in a proper direction. And why not for other cattle is a very valid one. Basically, a horse, they get distracted very fast with their eyes. One of the things. Number two, when we see all other cattle, the galloping speed of the horse, it requires those blinkers, or else, which has to move straight with that speed. If he looks either towards right or left, then you know what happens. In case if you are of any driving skills or riding skills, then in high speed riding and driving, the skills should be very good and the reflexes should be very, very fast. Imagine that you are moving at 120 kilometers per hour on a highway and suddenly you see something on way obstructing you. Then if it is a two-wheeler, then you know what an amount of skill is required. Okay, one advantage in two-wheeler is you can go zigzag and then like a snake you can cross over, one possibility. Or if it is quite a big one, then you know how difficult it is to apply brakes and balance. Similarly, four-wheeler with great speed, how to control, you apply the brakes, the hand brake, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. The tire rubs to the road and you can see the tire marks there. Correct? Always when you're going in slow speed, imagine you're moving at 30 or 40 kilometers per hour, the controlling becomes easier. The reflexes need not be that sharp. As the saying goes, when you are at the steering, the eye should be at the mirrors, the dashboard, and the road in front. Correct? Eyes, it should be moving in all these three directions: right and left mirrors, rear view mirror, the front, the windshield, that is the road in front of you. Based on the speed, the distance of seeing increases proportionately. If you are moving at a greater velocity, your vision should be that far enough so that you can control the car in case of anything. And the dashboard. Otherwise, dashboard not required after a certain hands-on experience, because you know at what speed how it is moving and all. Right? So therefore, the blinkers. Another one is, why at all these sense organs given to us under the world of sense pleasures, if we are not to enjoy, if we are not to experience, is the question. For that, it's the same thing. Like the blinkers. Why do we use blinkers for the horse? To be focused at the goal, just to look front, not to look hither and thither. Isn't it? Correct? So, sense organs are there, sense pleasurable objects of the world are also there, but we should know how to use when and how much. You don't blindfold the horse when you are going on a turf. Correct? We don't blindfold it. We keep the eyes open to that extent where it is required for it. Similarly, sense objects we don't deny of getting involved with the sense pleasures, but you should know, for example, if there is food coming your way and we don't see that starve, don't eat. Yes, once in 15 days have an Ekadasi Vrata. And again, when you say Ekadasi Vrata, you should you should follow it in a proper manner. Ekadashi Vrata in the sense the previous day to Ekadashi you are supposed to eat only once. Remember. Not that okay, tomorrow is Ekadasi, today I will eat heavy and what do you call that way it will not work. You have to prepare physically. Straight away you can't stop. There was Navami, the Ekadasi Vrata that a lot of people don't know how exactly it has to be done. Most unfortunate thing, but they say that I'm fasting in Ekadashi. In case if you are in a habit of having thrice a day food, on a Navami, you should eat twice. On a Dashami, eat once. On Ekadashi, you fast. And on Dvadashi, during the Dvadashi period, at the onset or the beginning of Dvadashi, break your Ekadashi fast with a citrus juice and maybe one sweet, and then eat twice on Dvadashi, and Trayodasi you can have your regular for thrice a day. Do you see how it goes? Slowly you taper it and slowly you increase it. That is the balance. 9 days feast, 10 days fast, erratic fasting. The body cannot take that rhythm, It's not a Zumba or other things where you go violent, left, right, and center. No. It should be very, very, very systematic. Then the body gets set to the rhythm and tune. So similarly, like the blinkers, the mind should have the blinkers at every level. What to hear, what not to hear, what to see, what not to see, what to speak, what not to speak. Yes, it may be sounding like Hamlet, to do or not to do. The conversation between the Son and the Father, the Holy Spirit, whatever it is. Right? Always think about that. Think in those lines. Moderation. See what is to be seen, or see those which gives a sattvic pleasure. Do or indulge in things that give sattvic pleasure. You feel like eating, eat. Not spicy food, non-vegetarian food, which makes the mind tamas, gross. When they say garlic and onions to be avoided, always remember what we eat makes up the mind, as the saying goes. Eat that which is sattvic, that which is pure, that which is fresh. Nothing to be eaten that is stale, that is cooked after 3 hours should not be consumed. No question of reheating and eating. No. Lot of people, they buy electronic gadget called microwave only to reheat food. Why? Cook fresh and eat fresh. The mind will be fresh. Think about this. It continues. Thanks for being with Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.